The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Northern Illinois Huskies. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Northern Illinois Huskies offense will have the football first. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
And you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikov award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home.
Wide open space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will go to work for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Wants to bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Bust through behind his pad. There he goes. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer. The Huskies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Great job.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Boone. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Touchdown, Northern Illinois! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Nebraska endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Memorial Stadium, and the Huskers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly.
A shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You just wondered how the weather conditions would affect ball security in this game. It is so cold here at night, and that ball has got to be hard to hold on to. You saw an example of it right there. Bad ball security leads to the takeaway.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Boone. Got his man on the right. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They go to the draw. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great sailor. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We reached the break. Northern Illinois holds the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it at the 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. The Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Back open in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this second and short. Gives it on the option. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Here on third down, will they go back to the running game? And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking a quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Got his man downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going to take a shot, and that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that. He's loose on the right. He's at the tip, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, Ole Miss and LSU have battled to the final whistle. Here's a quick breakdown. LSU managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. Don't blame the gumbo there in Baton Rouge this week. These Tigers are to blame for this one being this close. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Bring in the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. He'll make the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
Too much contact after the fair catch signal, and it'll cost them here. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Handoff to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Dropping back, it's Boone. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the 1st down. Here's the handoff. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Got his man quickly. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. At the 35, he's open. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Minneapolis when that town is buzzing as it is today. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at the bank there in the Twin Cities.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Northern Illinois will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Quickly complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Golden Gophers will hustle for the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Intercepted deep in his own end. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the...
There he goes. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these...
Slips one guy, now he's loose. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Northern Illinois has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Behind the chains now on second and long. Trying play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Unloads to the wideout. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense.
And the catch and run. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field. But they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And the Golden Gophers are on the move.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. And there's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3, so it's a fumble.
Man, you know, sometimes ball...
He wastes no time and comes out throwing.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch you, big fella.
On the move to his left. On a little time, lets it go. Right on the money. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Golden Gophers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a 1st down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. And a quick shuffle pass underneath. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Golden Gophers moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays.